Hey, this is Paul, and I thought I'd do a 6-year update on one of my favorite plants in the yard. And look at that beast. It is Dendrocalamusgiganteus, the dragon bamboo. Now, it's native to China, Laos, and some more places. It grows tropical and subtropical, and believe it or not, it's actually cold tolerant. It got down to 29 degrees, and that new growth did not abort. So I really love this plant. There's so many good things about it. It is the second largest. I used to be the largest, but now people say it's the second tallest bamboo. So I'll believe that.
What's the tallest?
I can't remember offhand. It's another Dendrocalamus. It's very similar.
Okay.
And so what's cool about this plant is when it gets in summertime, the leaves will fold in half to conserve water. So it looks really different depending on the time of year. And you can see it had this winter growth all winter long, which I was a little worried because sometimes the new shoots will abort. And what this plant tends to do in Southern California, at least, is it always tries to grow new growth at the wrong time. So in our summer season, during the drought weather, it will shoot some new growth, but it will often abort. And then in the fall, we actually had a whole lot of rain. And you can see it made the tallest culm ever off of this plant. So really beautiful. You can eat this, it's edible. They give it a 3 out of 5, and you want to boil it before you eat it, but you can eat the new shoots. Now under here, check this out. Look at the girth of this beast. And I'm sure in native areas it gets even larger, but look at the size of that. And it's taken, like I said, over 6 years. I've had it 10 years total, but it's taken a decade to get this long in Southern California. Now, for growth-wise, you want to definitely grow it in well-draining soil, as you can see, and I've slowly added some more mulch and compost to it, and it really responded well. Now, I don't fertilize it enough as I should. I'm going to actually give it some Grow Power Plus. You can see it's a little yellow, but that's also due to the cold weather. Now, this does do quite well in the cold. We got down to 29 degrees, like I said, and it does just fine. So we had a few nights of frost, and you can see it didn't lose many of its leaves. So well-draining soil, give it some good fertilizer, give it some love, and it will treat you right. I mean, look at the size of that. In its native habitat, it will get, I believe, 80 feet, but not here in Southern California. Now, my uncle has one too, and it actually flowered. So these will flower and die at about anywhere from 50 to 75 years, they say. So luckily, this one hasn't flowered yet. It's doing just fine. And hopefully we'll get some more shoots this season.
Like the whole thing will die?
Yeah, they're monocarpic. So a lot of the bamboo varieties, after they flower, they die.
Oh, wow.
But man, I absolutely love this one. If I could think in hindsight, I would definitely have put this on the other side of our bamboo forest. As you can see, our Philostachys vivax is over there, because it just gets a little bit too much wind here in this spot and a little bit too much sun. So if I were to do it over, I obviously can't dig this beast up, but if I were to do it again, I would have it in a more protected spot. You can see it's getting a little wind right now, and I would have put it in a slightly less sunny spot. But overall, one of my favorite plants. Hopefully you've seen our video that we did years ago on it, one of our first videos, in fact, and look at its journey now. So highly recommend it. Dendrocalamusgiganteus, the dragon bamboo.